In the last World War of the 20th century, a farm boy from the rugged bushland of South Africa took to the bloody skies over Europe during World War II and made history. Embraced as a hero and one of the few by the embattled island of Britain and its king, but considered a traitor by many in his own country. Born in 1910 in Wellington, South Africa, Group Captain A.G. Sailor Malan would fight 3 battles in his life. One would end in victory over Germany.
It became known as Sailor's Day. On the 11th of August, at the height of the Battle of Britain, 74 Squadron destroyed 23 enemy aircraft.
Another would end in defeat as he took on South Africa's apartheid government.
One of the reasons they might not have arrested him was that by 1959, he was still very outspoken against apartheid, but it was also clear that he was seriously ill.
The third would end in death as a result of Parkinson's disease.
And I was relieved when he died because he was so helpless and so frustrated with this disease.
Cutting short a full, promising, yet humble life. This journey to discover Malan started 22 years ago. It is a journey that led me to research across South Africa and the UK, to piece together the story using original interviews with family, friends and fellow pilots, archival newsreels and sound clips, experts in a variety of fields, and drawing on combat reports, newspaper articles and books.
Let us take a peep inside Europe today. Near Berlin, a film is being made based on the life of Kruger and the Boer War.
In the immediate years after the war, you have extreme antagonism between Afrikaners and English.
We got him arriving in New York, and it describes him then at the age of 16 as 5'6".
And I think the police officer in me kind of went, I want to get to the bottom of this.
This 6-episode series paints a compelling picture of the remarkable life of this, in all other respects, unremarkable ordinary man. One of Sailor Malan's 10 rules for air fighting was to always turn and face the attack. For him, this was not only true in a dogfight, it was true whenever injustice or adversity confronted you in life. Hard on his men, hard on himself, Malan took on the mantle of fighter pilot and all the aggression and determination it required.
You've been described as perhaps the greatest fighter ace of all.
The night that I was born, I'm told that my dad shot 2 planes out of the sky.
Sitting in a script car is like sitting in a high-powered sports car, which has been built around you.
In thankful remembrance of the pilots of this sector, who, by their sacrifice, helped to win a greater victory.
He was referred to as the King of the Few in newspapers in the United Kingdom following his death, a term that would have sat uncomfortably with him, given what we know about the man. A humility and sense of principle, an ordinary man so familiar to many, but through various stages of his life, the outsider. He would be denied a military funeral in his home country, be vilified by his own government for his opposition to them.
The Torch Commando headquarters in Johannesburg were kept very busy organizing the nationwide protest against South Africa's government.
Do you still disagree with the present South African government's racial policies?
I disagree with the racial policies, yes.
I spoke to a lady who said, you know, Jonathan, I used to hate your father and everything he stood for.
And still only be acknowledged in South Africa almost 3 decades after apartheid had come to an end and 60 years after his death.
He wanted to show me that, bugger this Parkinson's disease, he could still do what he had to do. And I knew that I would never see him again. And I never did.
Face the Attack, The 3 Battles of Sailor Malan uses the terms and language of the times in which the events took place, which some may find offensive or difficult to hear. Listener discretion is advised. To receive weekly episodes plus additional content, follow this series wherever you find your favorite podcasts. To discover more, visit facetheattack.com.